So if the price of Bitcoin closes above 22,000 to 23,000 range today, then tomorrow we are going to get a CPR which is going to look somehow like this. Yes guys, the new CPR for February month is going to be placed tomorrow, and that will also indicate whether the price of Bitcoin is coming back to test the support first between the CPR line before continue this uptrend, or before continue this downtrend here like this. So it is going to be an extremely important day tomorrow. Beside the CPR, we also have this FOMC meeting which is going to start today. Yes, the 2-day FOMC meeting, you can see January 31st and 1st of February. So tomorrow we are going to get the interest rate hike. So let's hope the Federal Reserve is going to remain dovish and not hawkish, because we are expecting the 25 basis point interest rate hike. So if it's going to be a 25 basis point hike, then maybe the speculation could still turn in our favor. Yes guys, the price of Bitcoin, even though we are aware we have broken this key line of support which is supposed to hold the price around 23,300, could still turn in our favor. Even though this has turned out into a fake out, it could still turn in our favor. Why? Because we know this month, right, this month of January, the price of Bitcoin has clearly broken all the resistance, all the target which was placed from this CPR indicator, the leading indicator. Now, if the trend is exhausted, right, after this massive movement, if we are going to see any sort of a retracement, what could be the price of Bitcoin doing? The price of Bitcoin first could be coming back to test the support from this CPR line, either top, either pivot, the center CPR line, or the bottom CPR line before choosing a trend direction. Because if the price is going to close somewhere above 22,000, it is going to form a VCPR. And VCPR, what does it does? It attracts the price, right? It attracts the price before it chooses a trend direction. So I calculated this, guys. You can see this here is a very simple formula, the central pivot range formula. The top part is the pivot minus bottom CPR plus the pivot point. So first what we need to do, we need to calculate the pivot point. Highest monthly candle, right, lowest monthly candle. So in our case, the highest monthly candle was somewhere around 23,900 area. So the lowest candle was somewhere around 16,469 area. So we are assuming the candle close for this month is going to be between 22,000 to 23,000 range. So if that is going to happen, if you look at this formula here, high plus low plus close divide by 3. So if you do that, then you will get somewhere around 20,900 to 21,000 range, and this here is going to be the central pivot range tomorrow. Yes guys, around this area we are going to get the central CPR placed. And if you have central CPR, you can see this is how you can calculate the bottom CPR and even the top CPR line. So I calculated, and this is what I got between this 20,000 to 21,600, 21,700. These three CPR line are definitely going to be attracting the price, because it's going to be a VCPR, right? And price could also find a very strong support around this, or between this price range of 20,000 to 21,700 range. Yes guys, these lines are definitely going to be acting as a very important line of support. And what you are not allowed to forget, this is going to be an ascending CPR. Ascending CPR usually forms when the price is preparing itself for this uptrend. I have showed you with so many different examples. You can see here as well, right? During this uptrend, we always tend to form ascending CPR, but as soon as this turns into a descending CPR, the price likes to continue this downtrend. But during an ascending CPR, price usually continues this uptrend. So in our case, it's also going to be an ascending CPR after months. So that's why tomorrow it's definitely going to be a very important day for us beside this FOMC meeting. And not just only this, guys, not just only this, even if the price of Bitcoin is coming back to retest the support from the CPR line tomorrow, then what we are not allowed to forget, even the support from this Williams alligator will be retested. Yes guys, in an uptrend like this, in the past price action, we have found out whenever the price of Bitcoin has prepared itself for this uptrend, you can see the CPR, sorry, the Williams alligator indicator always acts as a very strong line of support. So that's why we said, even if we are going to see any sort of a weakness, because we found out the RSI here was flashing a bearish divergence, T3CCI was flashing a bearish divergence, and now even this MACD is a bearish MACD cross, which is indicating a weakness or momentum fading away. So if there is going to be another retracement, then we know this Williams alligator indicator is also going to be acting as a very strong line of support before price chooses a trend duration here like this. So according to this CPI indicator, it's going to be a VCPI, so that's why there's a probability for price getting attracted around this line before choosing a trend direction. And if that is going to happen, then you can see, guys, even the Williams alligator indicator support will be retested. And beside this Williams alligator indicator, even the central line support from this Bollinger Band is going to be retested. Yes, because if you look at this example here, after a breakout, when price is exhausted, what it likes does, it comes back to retest the support. Yes, just like I shown you an example before, continuing this uptrend, because in our case we also have some very strong line of support lining around this area. So if the price remains if the price remains above 20,000, then I'm actually expecting this trend still has potential to continue this uptrend until the end of Q1 2023, because we know if you look at this here in a simple way, guys, in a very simple way, you can see clearly the price of Bitcoin each and every time after approaching around the key line of resistance, how it has reacted. So in our case, the price of Bitcoin broke two key line of resistance. This was the first one, right? This was the first one. This was the second one, you can see, and we are still above it. So if there is going to be a retest, if the price still manages to remain above 20,000, then there is still a very high probability of price also getting attracted here to the next area of confluence, which is going to be around 24,500 to 25,000 range before we finally decide an actual trend duration, because we know there is a very high probability first price getting attracted towards the CPI line. So in that case, this key line of support, which was a very important line of resistance in the past price action, is definitely going to be holding the price. And we are also expecting, after some shakeout, price still getting attracted towards this next area of confluence around 24,500 to 25,000 range before choosing a trend duration. And beside this example, I also have this broadening wedge. I also have this inverse head and shoulder type of formation, because I showed you guys, if there is going to be a retest, price getting attracted towards the CPI line, price getting attracted towards this Williams alligator indicator, even around the center line from this Bollinger Band, in that case we will be also forming this right shoulder. So if the Fed remains dovish tomorrow, then there is a very high probability for this trend also to continue at least towards this 24,500 25,000 range before we choose an actual trend duration, because I showed you in a bigger picture, market still has possibility to continue this uptrend even higher, 30,000, even around 40,000 before we again start showing this actual correct movement. So all eyes are definitely going to be around this FOMC and also around this CPR indicator for tomorrow. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, if you like this kind of short update, then please guys, please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.